The NBA player who made $203 million and never shot a three-pointer in the playoffs
Simmons misses the first. Let's check in with Steph.
may actually be calling it quits. And honestly, it might be the smartest thing Ben Simmons has ever done.
Simmons, the wraparound. Nice. Oh boy.
And today we're diving into the Ben Simmons saga that nobody saw coming, except maybe everyone who's been watching this train wreck for the past 4 years. Picture this. You're 29 years old. You've already banked over $200 million, and NBA teams are still throwing contracts at you like you're the second coming of Magic Johnson. Most players would be lining up to sign. Ben Simmons? He's apparently Googling how to file retirement papers. This is the same guy who spent 4 years perfecting the art of passing up open shots, and now he might be passing up on his entire career. The irony writes itself. The man who's allergic to taking shots might finally take the biggest one of his career by walking away completely. Here's where it gets wild. Multiple NBA teams are apparently calling Ben Simmons right now, offering him millions to play basketball, and he's seriously considering hitting them with a new phone. Who dis? The same guy who spent years perfecting the art of the hesitation shot, where he hesitates so long he never actually shoots, might finally pull the trigger on retirement. Ben's sitting on $203 million like it's couch cushion money. That's buy a different sports car for every day you disappointed Philadelphia wealth. While most 29-year-olds are worried about their 401k, Ben's over here considering early retirement like he's some Wall Street mogul. Think about the journey here. This man went from the next Magic Johnson to please just attempt one shot. We're begging you. That's not player development. That's player regression with a $200 million price tag. Let's rewind to where it all went wrong. Remember Game 7 against Atlanta? The pass under the basket heard round the world?
Cleared out for him. Tapping his way in. Spins on Gallinari. Gives it up. Oh, he was right there. And a foul is...
Trae Young, a man who looks like he could be blown away by a strong breeze, ended this man's entire Philadelphia career with one series. After that series, Ben Simmons basically said, "I'm never shooting again," and somehow made that a life philosophy instead of just a bad month. The man treated three-point attempts like vegetables. Everybody kept telling him they were good for him, and he just refused to try them. When Doc Rivers said he didn't know if Ben could be a championship point guard, that was basically the NBA equivalent of your mom saying she's not mad, just disappointed. So Ben forces his way to Brooklyn, thinking he's going to team up with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving to form some super team. Instead, he got there and immediately discovered his back hurt more than Philadelphia fans' feelings. Brooklyn thought they were getting a franchise cornerstone. Instead, they got a $35 million per year spectator. Ben played 42 games in 3 seasons. That's 14 games per year on average. Even part-time Uber drivers show up to work more consistently. The Nets were basically paying premium prices for a ghost, and not even a good ghost that could haunt opposing teams, just one that occasionally appeared on the injury report. Here's where it gets absolutely ridiculous. Brooklyn was paying Ben Simmons $35 million annually to exist on their roster. When you divide that by his 14 games per season average, you're looking at $2.5 million per game. That's not a salary, that's a lottery ticket that somehow keeps winning. Ben figured out how to get paid NBA superstar money while having the workload of a part-time intern. Now here's where I'm gonna shock you. Ben Simmons retiring might actually be brilliant. Think about it. First, the man is 29 years old and has already made generational wealth. He could stop playing today and his great-great-grandchildren would still be rich. Second, every time he steps on a court now, it's just more ammunition for the memes. At this point, Ben Simmons' highlights are just lowlights with better music. Third, and this is the big one, his legacy can't get any worse if he just stops now. If he retires today, he'll be remembered as the guy who couldn't shoot but had potential. If he keeps playing and keeps disappointing, he'll be remembered as the guy who couldn't shoot and wasted everyone's time. But here's the crazy part. Teams are still interested. The Knicks and Celtics are reportedly circling, probably thinking they can fix what Philadelphia and Brooklyn couldn't. The Knicks wanting Ben Simmons is like that friend who keeps dating the same type of person, expecting different results. Maybe this time he'll learn to shoot. No, Knicks. No, he won't. In Boston? Boston is probably thinking, we turned Rajon Rondo into a champion, maybe he can work miracles twice. But Rondo at least attempted shots. Ben Simmons treats the three-point line like it's radioactive. Now, let's keep it real for a second. Behind all the jokes and memes, there's probably a genuine mental health component here. The man went from being the #1 pick and Rookie of the Year to being the most mocked player in the league. That's gotta mess with your head. Maybe retirement isn't just about basketball. Maybe it's about peace of mind. And honestly, good for him if that's the case. No amount of money is worth your mental health, even if you've already made $203 million of it. If Ben Simmons retires, it sends a message to the league. You can't just coast on potential forever. At some point, you actually have to deliver, or the game will move on without you. It also means one less team is going to waste a roster spot on what if, instead of what is. And honestly, the NBA might be better for it. So here we are. The man who made shooting optional in basketball might finally be making his exit. And you know what? I respect it. He could keep cashing checks and disappointing fans, but instead, he's considering walking away on his own terms. That takes more courage than any jump shot ever could. Will he actually retire? Who knows? But if he does, at least we'll always have the memes. And really, isn't that the greatest legacy of all? So what do you think? Should Ben Simmons retire? Or should he give it one more shot? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more NBA content that'll make you question everything you know about basketball. And remember, in a world full of Ben Simmons, be a Dame Lillard. Actually take the shot. Peace out, ballers.